Hi, I'm Jim Butler. I'm a candidate for the West Virginia State Senate this year, and I'd like to share a little of my personal story with you. I think the things we go through in life are important to know because that has a lot to do with the decisions we make going forward. It certainly has had an impact on my decisions as I've served in the House of Delegates over the last 8 years. Sadly, when my sister and I were growing up, we were in circumstances like too many kids in West Virginia. Our family was plagued with alcohol abuse, drugs, and other things that just tore us apart. Things got so bad for my mom that when I was 9 years old, she shot herself. She didn't die from that gunshot wound, but that plagued her for the rest of her short life. When I was 17 years old, I joined the Marine Corps. I did that for 2 reasons. First of all, because I wanted to serve my country, and of course I thought the Marine Corps was cool. But secondly was to get out of that bad situation. Sadly, while I was in boot camp, my mom passed away. She was only 39 years old. My sister was only 12, I was 18. Well, I did well while I was in the Marine Corps, completed my enlistment, and decided to stay in California and start a small business. I was restoring antique cars like the old car behind me that I've had for 40 years, by the way. And this was the first car my wife and I went on a date in. I also got another job while I was there, and that was teaching ballroom dancing, believe it or not. And that's where I met my wife. I'm from Rochester, New York to California to take care of her parents who were seriously ill. Together we took care of her mom for the next 18 months until sadly she passed away from cancer. By that time her dad was doing a little bit better. We had done what we could because that's what families do, right? So eventually we moved back here to West Virginia, bought my grandparents' place, and her dad came back with us. So we've taken care of him for over 20 years. And he passed away about 2 years ago. And along the way, I about forgot, we had 2 wonderful kids. We have our son who's now at the Naval Academy Prep School in Newport, Rhode Island. And we have our daughter who's a sophomore in high school and just doing terrific, taking honors courses and excelling at throwing shot put and those types of things. So we're really proud of her. So that's a snapshot of our personal lives, and I'll get to why that's important here in just a minute. Paid for by Jim Butler for West Virginia.